Have you ever wondered how a glance, a word, or even a seemingly innocent gesture could stir something deep within you? What happens when these signals come from a married woman? Someone you know you shouldn't be drawn to. Let me be clear. We're not here to encourage actions that break trust or undermine family values. Instead, we're diving into a deep, thoughtful exploration of these situations. Because these complex emotions remind us of a universal truth about human nature, we're easily entangled in the maze of feelings, even when we know the path is forbidden. Stoic philosophy teaches us that what matters is not what happens around us, but how we choose to respond to it. So rather than letting emotions dictate our actions, let's take a step back to understand the signs, their implications, and, most importantly, our responsibilities when faced with such challenging situations. Today's topic isn't just about recognizing the signals from a married woman. It's about embarking on a journey to understand yourself. If you sense her interest, what will you do? Will you give in to temptation, or will you choose to become a better version of yourself? Sit back and prepare to approach this with an open yet grounded mindset. Because today, we're not only learning to recognize these signs, but we're also learning how to live true to our values. A lesson that just might change how you see yourself and the world around you. Psychological and behavioral signs, navigating uncharted emotions. Number 1. Prefers spending time alone with you. Imagine a conversation where it always seems to end with just the two of you. No friends, no colleagues, no one else around. This isn't mere coincidence. In her inner world, creating private moments may be her way of seeking a deeper connection. But don't be quick to misinterpret this. Sometimes, what she needs isn't romance but a safe space. A reprieve from the emotional void she might be experiencing in her current relationship. Seneca once said, "Do not let your trust lead you into places you cannot escape." This reminds us to observe her actions with compassion, but to also maintain boundaries so you don't get caught in ambiguity. Number 2. Complains about her husband. Have you ever found yourself listening to her frustrations about her husband, only to realize she's subtly comparing you to him? This is a crucial psychological signal. When she voices dissatisfaction while highlighting your qualities, it not only reflects turmoil in her marriage, but also suggests she may be looking for someone to fill that emotional gap. But remember Marcus Aurelius' wisdom: do not let your soul be ruled by what is outside. Keep it at peace within. Her words shouldn't inflate your ego or lead you astray. Instead, listen as a friend and gently encourage her to address the root of her problems. Number 3. Silence when you mention other women. Have you ever tested the waters by mentioning you're interested in someone else and noticed her sudden silence or a subtle look of sadness? That silence isn't just a passive reaction. It often reflects a deeper fear of losing something she hasn't yet dared to claim. It's an emotional possessiveness, even if she's not fully aware of it herself. Epicurus reminds us, avoid unattainable desires, for they bring only suffering. Her silence may make you feel special, but ask yourself, does this connection truly lead to something meaningful, or is it paving the way for unnecessary heartache? Number 4. Subtle gestures of possessiveness. Sometimes, words aren't necessary, her actions speak volumes. Unconditional agreement with your ideas, always being there when you need her, or jokingly saying things like, "You'd make a great husband." These are quiet ways she claims a part of you. This often stems from internal conflict, wanting to hide her feelings while simultaneously hoping you'll see how special you are to her. Epictetus taught, true freedom comes from not being dependent on others' approval. You don't need to respond with indulgence. Instead, appreciate her intent while staying grounded in your own values. Number 5. Goes out of her way to make you happy. Does she remember your birthday, perhaps with a meaningful gift? Does she go out of her way to keep you from being upset, even if it causes problems for her elsewhere? This is a clear sign of affection. But beneath these efforts lies a bigger question. Is she trying to make you happy, or is she attempting to fill a void in her own emotional world? Seneca once said, "Live according to your values, not the fleeting desires of others." This is the moment to clarify that your happiness should never become someone else's burden, especially not someone already tied to other commitments. These signs, whether overt or subtle, are like maps to the emotional worlds of both her and yourself. But what will you do with them? Will you use them to draw closer, or will you treat them as lessons to better understand your own values? As Stoic philosophy advises, let reason guide your heart, and not the other way around. The risks and proper responses, standing firm amid emotional turmoil. Recognizing the risks of emotional ambiguity. Every signal from a married woman, whether subtle or overt, is a fragile thread pulling you into an emotional whirlwind full of risks. Ask yourself, does this attention bring genuine fulfillment, or is it planting the seeds of heartbreak for everyone involved? What may seem like harmless ambiguity can quickly ignite a fire that consumes not only your emotions but also her life and her family's well-being. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." Clarity isn't just a shield, it's a compass that helps you maintain integrity. Don't let fleeting emotions cloud your judgment of long-term consequences. Establishing and respecting clear boundaries. You might think that a private conversation or a small act of support is harmless. But the truth is, every time you cross a minor boundary, you're stepping closer to a place you might later regret. Setting and maintaining boundaries isn't cold. It's the ultimate form of respect. For yourself, for her, and for the people who matter in her life. As Epictetus reminded us, no one can control you unless you give them the power to do so. By holding firm to boundaries, you not only safeguard your own values but also help her confront what truly needs addressing in her relationship. Communicating with honesty and empathy. When you sense that she's seeking comfort or connection, remember that sometimes all she really needs is someone to listen, without judgment, without exploitation. Use the power of empathy to make her feel understood while gently encouraging her to find solutions within her marriage. Seneca advised, when helping others, remember that you cannot change their path, but you can guide them with wisdom. You're not here to fix her life but to act as a mirror of values and reason. Two things she may have lost sight of in her journey. Facing temptation with reason. Her attention and affection might make you feel special, even powerful. But pause and ask yourself, does this align with the person you aspire to be? Temptation is not just a test of her integrity, it's a test of your own resolve. Marcus Aurelius taught us, do nothing against your conscience, even if no one is watching. Let your values be your compass, guiding you through difficult moments. A decision made with integrity, no matter how challenging, brings lasting peace, something no fleeting emotion can ever provide. In life, we can't control the emotions of others, but we can control how we respond to them. Facing these ambiguous signals and emotions is not just a test of intellect and morality. It's an opportunity to build a better version of yourself. Remember, as Stoic philosophy emphasizes, clarity and honesty not only protect you but are the greatest gifts you can give to yourself and those around you. The path to inner peace and lasting values. As you walk away from this conversation, carry this question with you. Who do you want to be in your own eyes? Every signal, every emotion from these ambiguous situations isn't a challenge to outmaneuver someone or to gain something. It's a profound test of your own values. Seneca once said, live in such a way that no matter what others say about you, you have nothing to be ashamed of or to justify. Life isn't built on fleeting emotions or temporary attractions. It's shaped by consistent, righteous actions that reflect the integrity within you. These challenging moments offer two choices. Either you get swept away by temptation and become part of the chaos, or you stand firm on the foundation of your values, becoming a source of inspiration and stability, not just for yourself, but for those around you. That decision is yours to make. Stoic philosophy reminds us that true peace doesn't come from satisfying desires, but from mastering them. And there is no greater mastery than living in alignment with your moral principles, even when no one is watching. So, when these signals arise, what will you do? Will you let emotions guide you? Or will you use this as an opportunity to live by your highest values? That choice not only defines who you are today, but also shapes the person you will become tomorrow. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experiences, perspectives, or questions are all worth discussing. And if you found this content helpful, give it a like, follow the channel, and join us as we delve further into the lessons of Stoic philosophy to live with strength, clarity, and meaning. Your legacy isn't built on moments of weakness, but on the right decisions you choose to make. Let those decisions be ones you're proud of. If you found value in this video, imagine the wisdom and clarity waiting for you in the rest of our content. At Ultimate Stoicism, we're not just sharing ideas. We're helping you build a life of strength, purpose, and inner peace. Hit the like button if this resonated with you, and make sure to subscribe to join a community of thinkers and doers committed to living with integrity and wisdom. Don't miss the chance to unlock timeless Stoic lessons that could transform your perspective and your life. Subscribe now, your journey starts here.